Uh, I'm a mess right now. Jesus is everything in the world that we need. And I just want to tell you how real God is and what He has done in the last 26 hours of my life. Back in November, my brother-in-law and I was outside. You know, it's Thanksgiving, we're together, and he's been struggling with a lot of things for a lot of years, and we got to talking about Jesus and salvation, and I just talked to him and asked him, if he was saved. He honestly looked at me and said, "I really don't know." He said, "I don't think so. No, I'm not." And he just texted me a while ago, and he said, "I thank you for obeying what God asked you to do." And he said, "I got a story to tell you. Sometimes next time I see you, well, we live 5.5 hours apart, and I'm not going to see him for a long time." And I said, "No time like the present, call me." I'm out here in the shop doing some woodworking, and he calls me and gives me his testimony and tells me how he's given his life to the Lord, and he thanks me. And I said, "Man, I'm not anything. I'm just a man." But he said, but God used you." I said, "Let me tell you something. I've been struggling the last several days for a while." And I shared with him what I shared in the last video about Matthew chapter 6, about do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will take care of itself, and how I'm just like, "Lord, I'm giving you everything in my life. I don't really know how to do that to the greatest of my ability because it's just a struggle for me, but okay, here we go." I'm going to share 3 things that's happened in the last 26 hours, and it ain't coincidence. I know for a fact it's not. Well, I'm going to share 4 things. The first thing is this, is that I felt a sense of relief in myself, in my spirit. The anxiety and the fear and all that kind of stuff it's like taking a deep breath of fresh air, giving that to the Lord. The second thing was money's been an issue, worry about that a little bit. And before I hadn't been gone from work 5 minutes after just praying and studying a little bit, and I got a phone call about some woodworking orders. I actually got 2. On the way home from work today, I had to run by the bank. He was just like, "Go that way." I don't ever go that way. I don't even know where that road comes at. Go that way. So I go that way. And where I cross the highway at to go to my bank, traffic's backed up. Ambulances, fire trucks, and stuff are everywhere from the direction that I would have had to come. Would that have been me there in the middle of that? Could I have been in an accident there? I don't know. But I just said, "Thank you, Lord. That could have been me. And if you were protecting me from something and you prompted me to go a different direction, thank you." So then my brother-in-law calls me and shares that story with me. That's the 4th thing. When I needed it, it just confirms stuff. You say, "Well, I don't believe this stuff." Well, that's okay. I'm not asking you to. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm kind of like Adrian Rogers says, if anybody can change your mind, talk you into something, somebody can talk you out of it just as easy. But I had to share. Have a great day.